Clap your hands, all you people. Shout to God with a voice of triumph and sing a song of joy. Good morning and good afternoon to you, wherever you are this morning. I greet you well. And today we are focusing on number 7 of the Hebrew language of praise. Shabach, meaning to offer praise to God with a loud and joyous shout of testimony. In recent times, there are many prosperity preachers who doctrinate others that as Christians, when we go through a test, then we get money. But I'm telling you that Shabach in your praise to God should not be dependent on money. But when we give our shout of testimony, is showing and sharing God's miraculous intervention in our lives. How He brought us through a difficult time in our life. How He has built our faith in Him through that particular experience. When we share our Christian testimony, we are going beyond the common knowledge into the realms of our relationship with God. There is power in our testimony because we are overcomers. The Bible tells us that we have overcome because Jesus has overcome. Jesus shed His blood. The blood of the Lamb is the power of our testimony. In Revelation 12, verse 10 to 11, it says, "Then I heard a loud voice shouting across the heavens, 'It has come at last, salvation and power and the kingdom of our God, the authority of His Christ, for the accuser of our brethren and sisters have been thrown down to earth, the one who accuses them before God. Day and night they have defeated Him by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony, and they did not love their lives so much that they were afraid to die.'" Instead of shabaching God with our praise, the devil wants to pack our minds with lies. The devil wants us to be in distress, to worry, having arguments, confrontation with others every day. Because what? He wants to corrode your praise. The devil wants to bring dismay and disharmony in your life. The devil just brings someone in your pathway, maybe it's at work or school or somewhere, to cause you to become irritated. The devil wants to make you feel annoyance all the day long. He brings vexation to your soul. He will tempt you and say, "Look at her, I can't stand her, I can't stand him." That is the devil trying to aggravate your soul. But when you flip the script in the spirit and you command the spirit man, in Psalm 63 verse 3, it says, "Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise you." When we face unexpected health challenges, when our world come crashing down in the blink of an eye, I'm not one that love theme parks, but life sometimes is a roller coaster ride. It disrupts our sense of stability and challenges our ability to cope. It can feel so overwhelming. It is important for us to choose a praise for every day. Using the power of praise is important to develop healthy coping mechanism. When we shabach our praise to God, it is our tool to help us to navigate the rough terrain, the difficult challenges, weather the ups and downs of life. Paul tells us how to shabach God. Paul tells us in Philippians 4 verse 4, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to all men. The Lord is at hand. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to God, and the God of peace, which passeth all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. So when the enemy, the accuser of the brethren, comes knocking at your door, Shabach God with your praise. Sometimes you have to testify to yourself. You do not need an audience to thank God, to give God your joyous testimony of the good things that He has done for you. When you say, God, I praise you for saving me from trouble, do not think on the devil's lie. Do not ponder on the devil's lie that he is whispering in your ears. When we look again further in Philippians 4 verse 8, it says, finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of a good report, if there any virtue, if there is anything worth praising, meditate on these things. So meditate on the things which are praiseworthy. Don't meditate upon the lies of the adversary, but meditate on the things that are praiseworthy, the things that you can use to testify about the goodness of God. I encourage you today just to Shabach God with a shout of your testimony, because surely He's a good God and He will see you through. Have a great day in Jesus' name.